basketball. Seen a lot of players come and go. I've seen players take over the game, change the game, climb the mountain of NBA greats. I've seen a lot, but I have never in my life.
Yo, bro. The shit Wemby and Giannis are doing right now, bro. My nigga, the shit Wemby and Giannis are doing right now, my nigga. This shit gotta be illegal. Water, bro, my nigga. Water, bro. I mean, seriously, man. Like, hold on. Let me show y'all, actually. Hold on, bro. Let me show y'all, bro. This nigga, the Wemby, done hit a 360 layup at 7'5", bro. Wemby 360 layup. Like, nigga, dog, look at this shit, dog. What the hell are you supposed to do against this shit? Like, my nigga. Yo, we're cooked, bro. We're cooked, man. We got 7'5" niggas out here just doing straight hezzy pull-ups, 360 layups like they fucking Kyrie, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got Giannis out here fucking averaging 36 a game, you know what I'm saying? Coming out the gates with 37 and 20s and just, you know what I'm saying? You got Wemby out here just fucking, I don't even know what the fuck this nigga doing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This nigga out here, KD, if he was 7'5". You feel me? We thought, you know what I'm saying? If we already thought KD was crazy, now we got KD at 7'5", bro. Like, what the fuck? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Mud. Hey, Mavericks. We cooked, bro. Yo, Kyrie, bro. Kyrie, my nigga. You know I've been with you since, you know what I'm saying, forever, Mud. Since high school days, bro. You feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, Buzz. I ain't gonna lie, Mud. I ain't gonna lie, man. We just gonna have to go ahead and retire. We gonna have to. We not getting our ring. Like, Kyrie, we gotta face the facts here, Mud. Unless we go ahead and we go with Giannis or Wemby, we not winning a ring, gang. Not with A Disney. Because this nigga Wemby was giving A Disney the belt. He was giving A Disney the belt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Everybody just need to go ahead and retire, man. You know what I'm saying? If you anybody over the age of 36 in the NBA, I ain't gonna lie, mud. We just gotta go ahead and wrap that shit up. That shit over with. Anybody over the age of 36 and over, Braun, Curry, Katie, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's over, man. We got 7'5". I ain't gonna lie, man. We got 7'5" niggas. Just doing that, bro.
Life seen anything like Victor Wembanyama. And after what we've witnessed over the past week, many NBA fans, including myself, are left with a question that we didn't think we'd be asking, and certainly not this early. Is Victor Wembanyama the best basketball talent we have ever seen?
A figment of our basketball imagination.
I ain't gonna lie, low-key though, let's just say this nigga go, I ain't gonna lie.
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. A new NBA season is upon us, and I've teamed up with DraftKings to tip your season off with a bang. Right now on DraftKings, new customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets, plus 3 months of $100 not yet available in your state. 3 months.
Fuck you think this
play that only one person on the planet. What you're about to see is a play that only one person on the planet can make.
Clowney trying to go right back at KJ. Wembanyama right
there.
Now
look at that, bro.
Came over late. Martin misses the three. Champagny secures it. 2 for 1 if the Spurs want it. Wembanyama wants it. From the logo.
We're cooked, y'all. What do you do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? Yo, ever since I was little, I always told myself I was gonna go to the league. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm happy as fuck I ain't go to the league. Oh my god, bro. I would have been in that bitch for like 1 second, bro. I would have dedicated my life for 1 second, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because they got 7'5" niggas out here playing like KD. The monks done turned this nigga into a demon. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Wemby gets back-to-back blocks at the rim, then takes the ball coast to coast and puts in a 30-footer. If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you'd think it was a work of fiction. It isn't fair, really, for a player of Wemby's size to be able to do this. But these are not highlights.
Look at
this is
just
just
giving
what his game
Disney
looks
the
like.
belt.
Like this play here, where Wemby puts on a spin move from outside the elbow and not only dunks it, he almost spun his way past the rim. Or this play here, where he has 1 foot outside of the paint on this drive. The ball already passed him at this point, and yet he somehow pins it against the glass on the opposite side. Wemby went from here to here in less than a second. Or how about this play here, where Herb Jones draws Wemby away from the rim and gets him to bite on the fake. Victor is out of position. His back is to the ball. He's trying to guard 2 guys at the same time. Take a wild guess at how this play ends.
Bring a lot of jobs, allow the rodeo to flourish as well.
God.
Yeah, he blocked it. But of all the reality-altering plays Wemby has made in just his first week of this NBA season, there was one play in particular that had fans around the world questioning everything they knew about basketball.
Lively denied emphatically.
Alright, bro, what do you do against it? Look at this nigga, y'all. He walking him down.
What do you do?
Step back.
Three, you bet.
Nah, yo. It's not it. It's not it, yo. We can't. Hey, dog, we gotta do something out here. We can't have 7'5" niggas. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If 7'5" niggas doing it, start doing this, I ain't gonna lie, mud. I ain't gonna lie, man. Every 6'3" guard and under is cooked. I ain't gonna lie. They got 6'3" guards and now gonna start being looked at as some 5'9" ass niggas. No bullshit, bro. No bullshit. Cause what the actual fuck is that, bro? We got 7'5" niggas out here walking niggas down like that, bro.
Plus the foul.
To answer the commentator's question, there is nothing you can do. I just watched a 7'6" demigod make a 7-footer look like a child.
Oh, my fault.
Then
He's
take him down the court
7'6".
to hit him with a tween crossover behind the back step back 3 for an and 1. And in an instant, it felt like everything I knew about the game of basketball was wrong. We knew the concept of Victor Wembanyama. We saw the frame and the competitiveness, and we saw flashes of what he was capable of. And through his first 2 seasons, it felt like we saw where his game was heading. But what we witnessed in just his first 4 games of this season has blown the top off of all of that. Coming into the season, Victor was ranked as the 5th best player in the league according to most sources. And this, to many fans, felt like a gross overestimation, especially since he was sidelined for the second half of last season. Sure, we knew he was probably going to take a leap this season, but nobody was expecting this. Through 4 games, Victor is averaging 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks a game on nearly 60-40-80 splits. 31, 14, and 5 while playing only 32 minutes a night. Stats that jump off the box score as an early MVP favorite. But what has really warped my brain over the last week is just how much his stats, as incredible as they are underselling just how monumental Wemby has been. On defense, he is a black hole. Anything that comes near him is either sent away or redirected. His 5 blocks a night aren't even capturing how offenses are legitimately avoiding him and anything around the rim when he's down there. In their game against the Raptors, I counted 10 different instances where a player passed up on their drive, picked up their dribble, or just avoided what should have been an easy look just because of Wemby's presence alone. 10 times. Look at this last one here. RJ Barrett blows past Devin Vassell, sees Wemby and just, here, you take it. I promise you, RJ was not planning on rifling a chest pass to his teammate standing 3 feet away from him after beating his man off the dribble. He just saw Wemby and panicked. How exactly do you measure this panic factor? Because this doesn't really show up in the box score. But you know what does? According to the NBA's head-to-head matchup tool, so far this season, Wemby has guarded 40 different players. That's about 10 different players each game. He's seen every look you can get. And in total, these 40 players shot 64 times throughout 4 games.
Bro, like,
out of these 64 shots, they made 19 of them. Wemby's matchups this season have a field goal percentage of 29.7%, nearly 21% worse than when he's not guarding them. The kid is single-handedly breaking offenses. And speaking of offense, whatever he worked on with Hakeem in the offseason, it's working. The league should have terminated those workouts the moment those photos surfaced, because now it's too late and we're all in trouble. Abandoning his three-point heavy shot selection from last season, Wemby is now working from virtually every spot on the court. He's facing up from the elbow, he's getting his back to the basket and just going over whoever's attempting to guard him. He's added this footwork to his game that is almost startling to watch, not just because of how rare this skill is in today's league, but also because no human being of his size should be able to move like that. And he's got this mid-range bag now that has really opened up his game. How exactly do you stop a player who's a good enough shooter that you have to respect his jumper and crowd him, but can also get to the rim in about one step from anywhere on the court? How do you stop this? How do you stop this? Oh, I know. You can't. Wemby is one hezzy pull-up away from being a KD Hakeem hybrid. And as twisted as it sounds, that still feels like I'm selling his game short. He has been playing so out of his mind this past week, it genuinely felt like there was a mass awakening among NBA fans around the world. A fracture in basketball's timeline. Am I watching the most talented player to ever touch a basketball? Not in terms of greatness or accomplishments or any of that, but just sheer ability and potential. For a brief moment, the thought did cross my mind.
Just cause.
But I knew that was a terrible overreaction to a great opening game and opening week. But then I saw the reactions from other fans. And the more I saw, the more I realized I wasn't alone. This reaction was almost universal.
He looked at Anthony Davis and treated him like an 8th grader.
He abused them. With all due respect to AD, he abused them.
I've never thought this way about like Jokic and SGA, even LeBron, who I think is the greatest of all time. This kid is different. I hope to God he stays healthy because he has a chance to be the greatest player of all time.
I agree, and truly a talent we've probably never seen before, and we never will again.
But what he did in that game,
my eyes are seeing something that I don't think I've seen before. That
100%.
I can't
compare
him to anybody. For all of the years we've been watching basketball,
how do you even?
I can't compare him to anybody.
They should call him CGI because it just doesn't seem real sometimes when you're watching.
We've never seen Wemby. We've never seen no shit like Wemby.
Like, I'm watching him and I'm like, I'm not really sure how you defend it. You don't really defend this.
It broke my basketball brain.
It's hard to imagine that a 21-year-old in a league stacked with the most talent it's ever had might be the best player in the world. But then you watch him play, and the idea of him being the best is easier to imagine than his actual game itself. The best way I can describe Victor Wembanyama's game is that it feels like he's a cheat code, like he's got real life hacks and he's just shamelessly spamming them at his convenience. I know he's not cheating, but he's so unfair that it feels like he is. And personally, in all my years of watching the NBA, there's only been one other player that genuinely felt like he was hacking the game. As great as he was, LeBron, even at his peak, felt like he was still human. There were moments in the late 2000s where his size and speed were almost cheat code territory, but it never felt unfair. Some consider prime Kevin Durant a cheat code. 7-footer with a tight handle shooting 50, 40, 90. Absurd. Unicorn. But for me, not quite cheat code territory. Same goes for Jokic. A combination of brute strength, skill, and omnipresence that approaches the threshold but doesn't quite cross it. The only player that I've seen with my own 2 eyes that actually felt like he was bending and breaking the game I love was 2016 Steph Curry. I remember what it felt like. I remember thinking he couldn't keep it up, that he would regress back to the mean. I vividly recall watching him and thinking there is no way someone is actually this good at shooting the ball. I remember thinking to myself, I have never seen another player like this. A human cheat code. Although I didn't watch it while it was happening, prime Shaquille O'Neal is the other 21st century cheat code. A player so big and strong and athletic that it didn't matter how simple and redundant his game was. What exactly are you going to do about it? Victor Wembanyama has now entered cheat code territory. It is simply unfair for a player to be this smooth, agile, huge, skilled, instinctive, and competitive. Where's the drawbacks? The weaknesses? I recently did a video about the advantage of size in basketball, and how if a player was big enough, their size would grant them the ultimate advantage. Pair that with skill and mobility, and he would essentially break basketball. In theory, it sounds awesome, but it's just not possible. There's always going to be some limitation. They're either too big or too stiff or not skilled enough or injury prone. But after seeing what the Monks did to Wemby, I have had to readjust my brain to the fact that a player like this does in fact exist. An archetype so unrealistic, even video games won't let you conjure it up. He just makes everyone else and everything else look really normal. Like, these are all giants, all freak athletes for the most part, and he makes them look like you and me. He just looks so different out there that it's like he's actually preparing for another league above the NBA, and this is just a pit stop for him to polish his game along the way. But no, it's the best league on the planet, and he's an alien not from it. Someone said this must have been how basketball fans felt when they first saw Wilt Chamberlain in the late 50s. And that person is probably right. A once-in-a-lifetime physical specimen that just shatters the reality of what you thought was possible on a basketball court. It's not often that players both active and retired concede that they're witnessing something they've never seen before. And this almost never happens, where young fans, old fans, the media, everyone is anointing a player who has yet to turn all their talents into something worthy of hoisting above their head. But the reactions we're seeing to Wemby's game and his talent are not exaggerated. They're not premature. Victor Wembanyama is here, and he really is just that good.
Y'all, we cooked, man. We cooked, y'all. Oh, yo, Kyrie, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. We just gotta go ahead and retire, bro. Either we gotta retire or we just gotta join either Giannis's team or Wemby's team, cause this shit is cooked. This shit is cooked, my nigga. Like, this nigga was dead ass giving A Disney the belt, y'all. This nigga was dead ass giving A Disney the fucking belt.